although coaches get a lot of blame and a lot of scammers do make a lot of coaches look bad, coaches were never really the problem. It was the expectation. So before I dive into this video, I'm going to tell you who I am. I'm Albert, or Albert the CPA, or Albert C. Hurston Jr., owner, founder, CEO of Right Choice Accounting Solutions, your one-stop accounting and tax shop, running with my amazing, immaculate, gorgeous wife, Lauren, and our amazing, immaculate, gorgeous team. But back to the video. So diving in, I'll say, coaching truly is one of the most valuable things you can invest in as a small business owner, because in small business, like, mindset and just believing it's you who can do it are such important pieces. And that's the lane where coaching, really good coaching, should live. Great coaching brings the best out of you. It helps you see things in yourself that allow you to be the person who can actually grow these big, amazing things. But I think what happened was the wires got crossed on what coaching truly was. A lot of people start selling a lot of different things and calling it coaching. They started with these huge mastermind programs, and the mastermind was just practically a community in which a whole bunch of people could be coached together. They could share coaching. They could actually grow in business in community with other people who are growing in business. And I think the wires started to get crossed because people, instead of people seeing it as group coaching, as growing within community, they started to see it as a catch-all, a one-stop shop. And I think that hurts coaches, because coaches didn't sign up for that. They signed up to help you get the best out of yourself, give you some tools, make sure that you're getting that push you need to take it to the next level. They never meant to replace experts. And that's really like the theme of this video. A lot of people have bad experience with coaches because the expectation is for their coach to replace all experts. The prices are expensive. A lot is going on. So a lot of people think once you pay that price, that's all you should have to do. And that's just not the case. And it never was. So what people have is a wrong tool problem. If you know me, I think this is video like 10, 11. Rachel, we on video like 10, I think. You know I love to use analogies to get my point across, right? So this is a good one for a wrong tool. Like, any person on this planet can go to Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace, the place with the helpful hardware folks, Harbor Freight, anywhere that you can go. You can go get a whole box full of tools. You can buy all of the stuff. Having a box full of tools simply doesn't make you a mechanic. The only thing that makes you a mechanic is knowing how to use those tools. And I think coaching is a big part of that, because it shows you that you're the person who can make the decision on what tool makes the right decision, that what tool fits what you're trying to do, right? But you still have to have the right tool from that toolbox. So I always say the right question is only the right question if you're asking it to the right person. And a lot of the things that you're asking your coaches, you should simply be asking your experts. So let's get into what that has to do with me in this channel. I'm a numbers expert, correct? And I sit in masterminds all the time and hear people saying, hey, I'm making a lot of money, but I have no idea where my money's going. That's a cash flow problem. That's an accounting problem. That's a tracking problem. It's like, man, like, I don't know how to afford these people I want to hire. I can't afford this. I can't afford that. Now, people do know to not ask their coach about taxes unless they're trying to get into like some high extravagant stuff. But in most cases, it's that cash flow, right? Is understanding those numbers, understanding those books, understanding what's actually going on by the numbers in the business. And a lot of time people go to coaches, and coaches hurt themselves because they'll speak from their experience versus their expertise. When realistically, coaches, if you're a coach watching this, you will really help yourself if you point people who ask you things that you're not an expert in to an expert. I have immaculate coaches where if I'm in a room, if somebody starts talking about that number stuff, they always gonna say, you need to go talk to Albert and Lauren, or you need to go talk to Right Choice, or in the one that we're in right now, Traffic Sales and Profit with Lamar gonna be like, you need to go talk to them CPA people. You need to go talk to Albert and them. Because once you are confident in what you do and what you bring to the table, you don't have to fake. And I think a lot of coaches are early on, so they are still trying to live up to that one-stop shop. And again, that was just never the goal. So let's talk about the numbers, right? If you aren't clear on what's actually happening in your business, You got to stop asking your coach. You got to ask your numbers people. You're talking to your coach. You're having conversations with your coach that you righteously should be having with your CFO, with your accounting strategist. The CFO is who tells you why seven figures feels worse than the six figures. A lot of people get to this range. It's like between 700,000 to 1.2 million, where they wish they had just stayed at 500,000. Because when you enter scale and you start bringing team members in and you have to understand your margins, because growth isn't linear. I mean, it's just, did I say it right? Linear. Growth isn't linear. So you have to make sure that you understand what the numbers are doing as you grow. You can't just do another one and it works the same way that the first one does. You have to be able to know the margins, know the data, understand what's going on. And that's like high level accounting expert, finance expert level stuff. And you're talking to the wrong people about it. So I guess this doesn't have to be a long video. You think I got my point across on that?
You got your point across.
I need to talk a little bit more.
Nah, we can bring it home.
So I'll bring it home by saying this, right? Your coach is who helps you understand that you're the person for the job. They instill in you the mindset. They instill in you some training on how things should be going. They can give you some training. They can give you some pushback. Think about like someone helping you with your jump shot. Like they can coach you on that jump shot. But a lot of times people go to the basketball coach and it's like, how do I play sports? Like you have to go to specialized experts on these things, and a real life hack or business hack is showing up with the team to support you. That's what truly makes your coach powerful. I can't talk today, Jesus Christ. But your coach is powerful when you show up with the resources in the team to implement the things that they're actually showing you to get the best out of yourself. So again, no, we mentioned the close. I'm going right to it. So stop asking CFO questions to your coach. Don't ask your coach COO questions. Hire experts in these places to actually help you with that stuff. Build the right team, get the right people, put those people in the right seats. If you watch my last video, you know one of my previous videos, I should say, one of my favorite books is Good to Great, and it's all about getting the right people in the right seat. To me, that's super important, and your bank account will thank you. You won't show up paying a coach to be your one-stop solution. Your coach ain't Jesus. Your coach ain't your Lord and Savior. Your coach is the person there to challenge you and help you get to where you need to go. And for all of those numbers questions, you need to be asking your CFO or Right Choice. And again, that's it. Comment, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.